And UW-La Crosse political science professor Joe Heim joins us now to talk more about how Senator Cruz's announcement will affect the presidential race. And first of all, namely, how will this affect the other candidates that are looking to jump into this race?
It's probably going to force them to get in a little earlier than he anticipated. Rand Paul is the only other candidate that's actually identified a date when he's going to get in. And Hillary Clinton, I think people think she's going to get in the next month or so. But what this is going to do to force the hand of other people. Because you can start gathering staff, you can start recruiting people, you can start raising more money basically, and you get media attention.
Yeah, when we've talked to Scott Walker here in the past, he said probably this summer is when he's going to announce his candidacy. Do you think that will move up his
I can't
decision?
think it will. If you're the 10th or 12th person running for the presidency, nobody's going to pay any attention to you, at least initially. So it's important.
Yeah, and what are the pros and cons of being the first person to announce your candidacy?
Well, being the first, one of the disadvantages is you have a target on your back. Automatically, people start looking at your record and start attacking you basically because of that. And to some degree, if you're not perceived as a high-tier candidate, and by the way, Rand Paul and some of the analysis has him, they have him down as second or third or fourth tier. In other words, he's not considered one of the top runners. So people are going to say, well, you know, who is he? What's he all about? He's not that well known, frankly. The advantage is, obviously, you're first. Your media is going to watch you, pay attention. You're going to raise more money. And some people are going to say, well, I'm going to commit to the money now rather than later.
Mr. Cruz's campaign said that his early entry into the race was basically a deliberate effort to recapture the attention of his party's right-wing base and also to build a coalition of Tea Party conservatives. How do you see that as being an advantage for him getting
Well,
in so early?
the Tea Party people, so the top tier people, Scott Walker, by the way, is considered in the top tier. Mario Rubio, Jeb Bush, these are more moderate candidates. What he wants to do is get the Tea Party more involved in a presidential race, get them in early on it, and get them behind him. There are other Tea Party candidates that could get in the race, and he wants to get the Tea Party behind him early and often. So that'll presumably push him up in the ratings, basically.
And is there anything that he is going to be doing that we're going to see over the next few months to kind of separate himself from those other
Probably
candidates?
not. We all know who's running already. There's 3 or 4 or 5 people that are already pretty well running around, including Scott Walker. So he's going to simply start doing more of what he's been doing in the past, visiting the New Hampshires of the country, South Carolina, Nevada, and of course Iowa.
All right. Joe, thanks for your time and
Sure.
insight as always. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike.